You are watching VM Khalilur Rahman. Hello all. I am reading an article received from the wire. Please listen to it. It is a thought-provoking article. I hope you will like it and forward it to as many people as possible. Why the RSS and Jamaat-e-Islami never turned Ayurveda or Unani into a CMC Vellore? Kancha, ILAIAH, Shepherd, August 12, 2025. A heart valve that saved a life for 46 years symbolizes how Christian missions in India fused faith with modern science. Organizations which say they represent Hinduism and Islam have yet to match that achievement. For centuries, Hinduism, Islam and Christianity have been the three most visible religions in India. How each engages with superstition and science is a question worth close examination. Of all the modern sciences, the most important are the science of production and medical science. Both of them, however, are dependent on modern system of education. Let me share a story. On June 7, 2025, Kancha Kattaya, 77, died peacefully while sitting on the commode in the washroom as the artificial valve fixed in his heart failed. It had been inserted in his heart 46 years earlier. The surgery was done at the Christian Medical College, CMC Hospital, Vellore, Tamil Nadu, in 1979. It was a first-generation steel valve developed by the Edward Life Science Company of America in the 1960s. It was an innovation by the company to save patients from the dangerous heart disease of losing a valve due to rheumatic fever or for other reasons. Kattaya had rheumatic fever over and above a massive smallpox attack in his childhood. In the process, he was diagnosed with a loss of the mitral valve in his heart. If the artificial valve was not invented, thanks to the advanced and combined medical science of modern allopathy and surgery, he would have died when he was hardly 32 or 33. Kattaya was from a small village, Shepherd, farmer family from Telangana, which is 600 kilometers away from Vellore. He traveled to CMC risking everything, according to doctors who operated upon such patients and replaced valves in recent times. His survival for so long with a single valve was a medical miracle. I know these details because he was my brother. In 1960, Dr. Albert Starr, a surgeon of Oregon Health and Science University, successfully implanted the first star Edwards mitral valve in the US. In India, the first such surgery was done at CMC Vellore in 1962. In those days, no other hospital in India had that kind of surgical equipment and trained cardiac surgeons. Though it was a private hospital, it was compassionate in its culture and values. They were not in the money making business like the private hospitals of today. Grace and compassion as human values were constructed into the Christian mission thought. Medical innovation in the Christian world was part of that thought. CMC was started in Vellore by an American Christian missionary woman, Dr. Ida.S.Scudder, in 1900. This was the first ever established full-fledged hospital in India. The government-owned AIIMS was established only in 1956 in Delhi. The Christian Medical College became a model medical college and hospital in India in the post-independent period as well. For a long time, the CMC survived with American mission mobilization of resources, technology, and trained manpower. The American Church Network helped this kind of medical science develop within America and also in other parts of the world. India is a major beneficiary of this mission work. In Western India, the first schools, including a teacher training college, were started by the same American mission. Savitribai Phule and Fatima Sheikh were trained in the teacher training center. A question arises in my mind: why did Hindus and Muslims in India not develop Ayurvedic or Unani hospitals with their own innovations in surgical science like allopathic hospitals? After all, Hindus and Muslims claim the Ayurveda and Unani forms of medicine are part of their culture and traditions. Why didn't Hindu missions or a social service organization like the RSS, which claims that it is unparalleled in the world, or a globally connected Muslim organization like the Jamaat-e-Islami, develop their own Ayurvedic and Unani medical colleges and hospitals that could match the American Christian missionary one like the CMC established 125 years ago in India. The Satya Sai Baba mission established a major hospital in Puttaparthi, but with the same Western allopathic medicine, not Ayurveda. Mata Amrutandamai, who runs her own mission, runs another allopathy hospital in Kochi, Kerala. The RSS claims and the reality. The ruling RSSC claims in the post-2014 period of hegemony that ancient India, by which they mean Hindutva, is the repository of all knowledge. So, why it did not develop Ayurveda as an equally advanced medical science like allopathy, which the Christian missions did, while the RSS BJP want to claim that Hindu texts contain all the wisdom of science? Why did those books not produce an innovation of something like a valve which could save a heart patient like Kattaya. Unless the superstitious character of a religion is not fought with rational thought, scientific innovations do not happen. No individual scientist can innovate unless a rational secular society comes into being. But the RSS wants to remove the word secularism from the Constitution. They need to study the CMC's functioning to understand and respect how medical science operates in a combination of religion, reason, and secularism. Unless a religious philosophy is science-friendly, as a sister evolutionary thought process, religion will just slip into more and more superstition without allowing science to emerge and advance from its fold. Unfortunately, the self-styled champions of Hinduism and Islam have done exactly the same in India. Hence, they still depend on Christian education and health and other science institutions and innovations in the West. In fact, for a long time, before and even after independence, Christian schools and hospitals were the main source of education and health for the Hindu and Muslim elite. Shastri Shashi Tharoor, who wrote Why I Am a Hindu, got his English education in St. Stephen's College, Delhi. When Kattaya suffered from rheumatic fever in the 1960s, it was the Baptist Mission Hospital Hanamkoda, Warangal, that killed him. This was established in 1902. Kattaya's illiterate mother stayed with him as her son was treated for more than 20 days, along with getting a free supply of food and medicines. This kind of medical help was possible because of the hospital's spiritual philosophy of compassion and innovation. Why haven't the RSS or the Jamaat-e-Islami as religious mission organizations offered such service to Hindus and Muslims, not to speak of all Indians, in critical areas like health and education? If religious organizations keep on communalizing their own civil societies, they cannot produce imaginative scientist. Communalism breeds fear and hatred of the other, where compassion and grace towards people from other religions would be projected as weakness. 25 years after the establishment of the CMC in Vellore, the RSS was formed as a missionary organization. What have they done in the domains of education and medicine for Indians at large in the past 100 years? This question is important because they oppose everything foreign. If that foreign artificial wall was not put in Kattaya's heart, he would not have survived for 46 years after surgery. In the medical field, the RSS and its other wings want to promote Ayurveda in schools and colleges. The RSS and its other organs like the Vishwa Hindu Parishad, VHP, and the Bharatiya Janata Party, BJP, keep propagating that their ancient medical knowledge is superior to Western knowledge. Why then did the RSS and its associates not establish a hospital like CMC and establish a life science research center within the Ayurveda tradition? Why the Muslim elite, like the Hindutva elite, rushes to allopathic medical centers? On the contrary, they went on promoting under their shadow several superstitious networks run by Babas or remedies like cow urine therapy and so on, which are the opposite of established science. The Muslim emperors and sultans who ruled large parts of India for more than 1,000 years may have established some Unani medical centers, but they also did not develop their own surgical medicine. The Unani medical centers work on oral medicine treatment. There is no surgical science developed by Unani medicine. That is why the Muslim elite, like the Hindutva elite, rushes to allopathic medical centers for emergency and critical surgeries. In fact, the rich among them go to the US for treatment if it is a heart or brain surgical issue. Leave alone ancient and medieval Hindu Pandits, even the present Hindutva missionary networks like the RSS and others pushed Hinduism into the process of superstition. Indian Islam also did not allow Islam to emerge into a religion that could negotiate with science. Christianity, that started as a blind belief-based faith, slowly emerged into a religion that began to establish a relationship with science as its sister, slowly overcoming its superstitious dogmas. In my view, Hinduism and Islam have deeper relations with superstition by not allowing science to coexist with them. Science and religion need to be treated as part of the same evolutionary process in human civilization, whereas superstition is a negation of both. Superstition needs to be fought on an everyday basis. If religion allows superstition to grow like weeds in the crop, it kills the scientific thinking of humans. This is where these two religions need to undergo huge reform within themselves, allowing secular thought and science to develop in their civil societies. Kancha ILAIAH Shepherd is a political theorist, social activist, and author. His latest book is The Shudra Rebellion. What do you think of this article? Is it not fascinating? Is it not thought-provoking? You have to learn from what Mr. Kancha ILAIAH has said. There is need to search our hearts and find out a solution for all ills of the society. If there is anything right anywhere, we have to pick it up. It's not the question of boosting our own faith, whatever it may be. We quite understand that the Christian missionaries have done a lot which cannot be described in words. Even in Ambur, during our boyhood, we saw the Bethesda Hospital going to the rescue of the suffering people. There were Christian doctors from abroad. We cannot forget them. A great service. I personally say this. I think Ambur people who are aged like me will recollect how the foreign doctors were treating suffering patients in Ambur. TB was there at that time. People were suffering from tuberculosis. There was a separate department at Bethesda Hospital. Foreign doctors, Christian doctors, treated them. They gave them not only medicine, but also food. Great thing, we cannot forget all this. Please say something about the article I have read out to you. Thank you for your listening.